I figured I'd have a bit of a waltz here to this little town here, and give you a bit of an idea of what you can expect to pay if you're on the cheap sort of thing places. This area here is it's got all the amenities you need. It's got 3 supermarkets, in fact about 5 supermarkets in sort of cycling distance, and 3 within walking distance quite easily. It's got everything you need. There's a Max Value over there, that's a supermarket. There's a supermarket around the corner there, and there's one just around the corner there. And you've got your train station just up here, banks or post office over there. Everything you need. And there's a lot of young people around here. They've got what's called a Alibaitos, which is part-time jobs. Now, a while back I noticed there was another real estate agent over there, and for 2 man, which is 20,000 yen, I noticed one around there. You can expect to get something that's, fairly decent, a fairly decent sort of place. And it's not like it's, Chicago around here every other week people are shooting each other kind of thing, it's not like some shithole country where you expect to be in a slum. It's not that bad at all. And here, for instance, you'd have your little, sometimes you have your little balcony and your living space and little kitchenette kind of thing, and there's your toilet and shower. You got your shower and your bath, and everything you need. It's not so bad. Now that there would equate US dollars, for instance. It's works out to be, did the math, 144 US dollars per month. So dirt cheap. I mean, electricity's real cheap. Generally these sort of things will be on city gas. I'm on bottle gas, which is quite expensive, but these be on city gas, and water's dirt cheap. You can just go down the park, and I mean, if you're really on a budget, go down the local park and fill up a tank of water and you're good to go. Even in the summertime you don't need hot water anyways, right? So it gets really humid, and so you can get by with something like that. Now this one here, the cheapest one I've ever seen ever. Now this equates to 130 US dollars per month, I'm talking here. Now that's what, on a weekly basis you'd be looking at $32.50 a week, but they do monthly here. Back in the day in Australia I would pay per week. Now this one here, this is balcony, right? So this is the building here. So you have your little balcony up there, 6 tatami in that room, your washcloth, your dunny mate, yeah, your toilet there, and you got your same kind of thing. Plenty of transport. Here you could walk to town in an hour, but it's sort of like 20 minutes I guess, and something like that. If you're cycling, you generally park your cycle in one of these places. I think you pay about $1 a day or something like that. You can't kind of just leave them around anywhere these days. You might be able to find a spot, but so if you're on a on a budget there, on a shoestring, the rough guide style, but that ain't so rough at all. It's not too bad. And there's your little kitchenette there, same deal. You get your bath and your shower. You've got to have a bath for me. That's just a stipulation. Pretty nice, decent sort of clean room. So yeah, it ain't Bangladesh, is it? Oh, yeah, it's not some shit old country, and it's safe and good, and there's loads of babes around, that's for sure. So that's a positive. So there you go. And yeah, 130 US dollars per month. Now some of them have offerings, for example here, plenty of bloody trains, that's for sure. What this means is 7,000 yen. You could have a car space if you wanted to, if you needed to run a car. This year you don't have to spend any extra dough to get in. I think per year there's like a fee of 2,000 yen, which is peanuts really for the whole year, and People come around and clean up the place, sweep all the outside and that sort of stuff. So that's sort of a yearly thing, but the rest is 000. So these sorts of places are for students and things like that. This one here, this building is not too bad here, and you get a loft with it. So you can have, right, so you got your six tatami mat room plus a loft. Now this here would equate to just slightly more than this one. I said that's 144 US dollars, so what's this, like 160 US dollars, something like that per month. And if you're sharing, you could have a mate that's staying in the loft. Some people Airbnb them out, alright, to help out with the rent. So there's a lot of possibilities for here's an example right here. There's your ladder right there, and you've got your loft, and that's it's a larger room there. You know, it's all up in the same kind of deal. You can have a car space if need be. A pretty decent sort of building. So there's a tremendous amount of these types of cheap apartments around here. You know, you can pay through the roof and get something really fancy pants. But yeah, if you're on your own or whatever, you can definitely get something pretty cheap. You probably wouldn't want to live here. So you got all around this area. You've got all your little mini little restaurants and stuff like that. There's a couple of mini sort of bars around over there, but you generally would go into town for your bars and things. But it's quite a you got everything you need in this town, and probably 20 minutes into town kind of thing, into the heart of town, so it's not too far away. Very, very busy in this area. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people live in this area. The airport's just over there. I see planes already. I see one just over there. There's your convenience store right there, and you take out food, eat your burgers. So yeah, there's quite everything you need here, and it's dirt cheap. There you go. So I figured I'd just mention that to you. Didn't have to now, did I? Alright, so if you're not subscribed, I'll get Raiden and Sonya Blade and Scorpion and the rest of them, and then Sub-Zero to kick your ass. Subscribe or you'll have to deal with them. A bit of a waltz around to show you. There's some of the little restaurants around here you can pay a decent amount kind of thing, and shit, that's what I earn on a holiday all day. I couldn't eat there, but could eat here. What we got here? Hey, you got your little mealy poozes here. That there would equate to I did the numbers, crunched the number, $2.23 US dollars, $2.23. So that'd be less, eh? So we're talking about a couple of bucks. You can have some, live on the cheap, and there's a lot of cheap eateries around here. And there you go. Right, so there's everything you need, and it's really crazy cheap. And you get yourself a part-time job or something, and maybe get into get a student visa initially, and you might get yourself speak with some companies that might be interested in sponsoring you and helping out with your visa, and then the sky's the limit. And so if you're living in a place where every other weekend people are shooting each other or whatever, it doesn't have to be like that at all. It can be a real. Here's your bentos here for more of your full meal type stuff, which is real good. 500 yen for that stuff right there. So you get some real good healthy food, not that McDonald's bullshit and none of that crap. Get yourself some decent food, and then you put minimum 20 years on your life. Yeah, and Western food, and then there's minimum 20 years extra on your life. That's a guarantee. Yeah, I'll guarantee that. Figured I'd have a bit more of a waltz around this place. So this joint here, it's the town itself. It's called Ijiri, and so it's it's not too far away from the city, but it's far enough away kind of thing. I don't like that. city, but it's very residential around here. I like residential country, that's sort of where I'm at. But this place here, your max value, there's a few of these joints, supermarkets, and upstairs you'd have you generally have your 100 yen shops and stuff like that, so you can buy a bunch of real cool, cheapy sort of things that keep you going. I like this little street down here. There's all your vegetable-y things there, called yasai. Yasai is vegetable. And kudamono, that's fruit. Yeah. I like this little street over here. So I spent time, and that says tenant, looking for someone there to move in. I spent some time in this town. It's not really my kind of town. I like these little eateries here. These are good. These are cafe kind of crap there. There's a station right there. And you got your, I like these joints. Get yourself some pretty yummo kind of stuff here. Yeah, all your spicy chicken type of stuff. I like this drag here. I like these drags going on beer sizes and just sort of finding a place like this. These are so rad. And groovy little choppy poozers. Plenty of eateries. I don't eat that sort of crap. That's weak people food as far as I'm concerned. But the omelette rice cafe thing. Yeah, that sort of bullshit. I don't eat sweets and crap. It's just for weak people. Uh-oh, I just alienated half of the planet. Jido Humbaiki, that means a vending machine. Selling dinners. Got a bar up there. Looks like my kind of place, and the bad looking bird, that one. So these are great eateries, places like this. Yeah, like places like this. And what's that? Namabilu. That means a handle of beer costs you $5.20 these days. Used to be $5, but generally it was $5. But there's your post office, called a Yubin Kyoku. Another one of your convenience stores there. No one gives a shit about this, hey? It's a worthy story. It is. It's a worthy story. Yeah, these little drags right here, just rad. I don't know what kind of food that is. I don't exactly explore as far as food is concerned. I mean, you know, I wear my Aussie singlet, Aussie hat, Aussie boots from America, probably made in Bangladesh. God, just slagged off like a billion people, or however many are there. Try that again. However many are there. Hello. Okay. Yeah, and there's your chemistry thing there. There's another big drugstore or something if you're a drug addict. No, there's another big drugstore. This place, I bought a bunch of stuff here. You got your Iro Mono. There's your cheapy kind of stuff, all kinds of bits and pieces. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Utilised that a number of occasions. Yeah, I stayed here, what, about 6 months or something? I can't remember. It was a total blur. It was kind of after I had to go and just had to. Didn't want to, but you know, it wasn't too bad. A mate of mine and I, he lives in the town just over, and we'd be walking around here at night regularly, many times. Another eatery there. So as I say, I don't exactly not adventurous as far as food is concerned, but most of the food here, it's not like some nutball city stuff that you get in like Korea, you know, eating live octopuses or some bullshit like that, or maybe there is that sort of shit, I don't know. Some poor dog jumps out of a pot in boiling hot water and bolts down the road, blind as fuck and banging into all kinds of shit. I've seen videos like that before. God, it's China. Oh God, I just flagged off a billion people again, didn't I? Oh, I'm not at war with China. If you are, that's your problem. China uncensored. oh, that bloke needs to get something else to do, really, you know, just spend his entire life now he wants to try and get Russia to attack China, you know, try to create something there. That dude needs to find something else to do, man. What kind of language is that? Sustol, pasel, halal, food. I think I've heard of that stuff before. That's where they beat the shit out of camels. Because apparently if you beat the shit out of an animal, I'm not even going to go there. No, I've seen it. I have seen it. Yeah. That looks pretty yummo though, doesn't it? But yeah, no, I've seen what that really means, man. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and there's another billion. Fuck. What do we got here? Oh, that's green tea. That's good stuff. So this is what you need. This will put another 20 years on your life. There's 40 already. This stuff here, that'll keep you alive. No Coca-Cola or Pepsi or none of that lemonade bullshit. This is really good for you. It's healthy, as they say. Healthy. Yes, make sure you drink that. This is teapot things. These are called ocha. That's what that is. Yeah. Hey, you can believe whatever you want about the halal food, man. I've seen poor creatures getting the shit beat out of them before they kill it. So you just think whatever the fuck you want. What down here? This might be a gateball centre. You just believe whatever you want. Some of the shit I've seen. Oh, God. I just blame God. Yeah, I bet the locals play gateball there. Oh, I'm gonna get attacked by a bunch of fucking gangsters. Yeah. Walking in an alleyway like it's in the frickin' Bronx or some shit. Yeah, I'm serious. If you live in some shithole, make some decisions. My country's like that now. You're walking down the street and like, fuck, should I walk on this side of the road? And if you cross the road, then some dickhead will come up to you with his whole group of dickheads and go, hey, why did you cross the road? Well, you got something wrong with what you're afraid of us, or you think we might attack you, and then they attack you. Yeah. Believe whatever you want. The fucking ABC and the Channel 7 won't tell you that, will they? No. Fucking cool. Yakitori, these are excellent places. Yakitori, get yourself tebasaki. Yakitori's fried chicken, they fry them on these thingies. That's awesome. Yakitori shops, man. Get yourself one of those. Oh yeah, and one of those. And you're good to rock and roll. It's a ramen, it's a ramen. Karaage, that's what that says. Karaage is fried chicken. That says karaage. Is that chicken? I don't know, kanji. Oh, I don't know, fucking kanji, fuck it, that's your problem. But yeah, these places like this are just rad. Right there, you get a dish for get yourself a dish for $5. Grab yourself a beer. This is good. This is chaham. They call that chaham. That's what that is. It's special fried rice type of stuff. Really, really good. That's gyoza right there, and that's your karaage with lemon chicken stuff. That one, yeah, isn't it? It's an ebi chili sauce. Ebi chili sauce. What that ebi again? That's not squid. That's the other one. That's the shrimp or some bloody bullshit like that. I don't know food. That's your fucking problem. Right, get yourself that's called bin bottle, bin bilu. Bin means that one. Glass bottle of beer. Right, but this joint I would definitely go to. Yakitori. Never been in there, but yeah, it's even got the master language, so they probably employ a foreign savage. Some of these places, these smaller places, do employ foreign savages, gaijin savages. I reckon. I wouldn't be surprised that if there's a gaijin savage working here. Yeah. That means oishi and tastes good. Yeah, I bet a gaijin savage wrote that. Gaijins, oh shit, I just alienated another 500,000 people that are all snotty with me now. You can't say that. Get on TikTok and have a fucking rager, juiced up on fake sugars and need something to get upset about so you can shovel more bullshit in your face and justify it to yourself. Yeah, this is more of a refined booze kind of joint. Too fancy for me. No, you definitely find some just average old cheapo kind of products in there. Alright, so that's a bit of a tour. I like down these side streets. Let's do a bit of that. No one's watching this shit. I'm gonna have to separate this video. Oh fuck it, I'll just put it all together. If someone don't want to watch it, then that's their fucking problem. Hey, you're not allowed to swear on this thing, on your channel and in your life and what you do, because I'll tell you what to do. That's a let's see, is Hu Bac Hai. Vietnamese goods. Okay, cookie. Oh, I could try some of that, alright. Hair salon hurrah. Looks like it's had its day, really. What's that called? Fuku? Is that what that means? What's this place? Yeah, this is yeah, see, these are these little out of the way kind of barloos. There you go. I like little joints like this. That looks pretty cool. See, little places like that. They're the sort of places you want to find. Yeah, stumble bum your way around. You got here. I don't really go to restaurants particularly to eat, but I go to joints like that because you know you're going to get. You can just drink booze, whatever. I've met the greatest dudes in places like that. Korean delicious food. I love that Korean stuff. That kimchi kind of shit. I like that red saucy stuff they've got. As I say, I'm an expert obviously with food. This is amazing. Bamboo, isn't bamboo amazing? You can even eat the shit, you know? You can whack people over the head with it. You can build stuff. You can make scaffolding out of it, and they still use it in China today, you know, make these huge hundreds and hundreds of meters high buildings, and they're cruising around on bamboo scaffold. Those dudes have got some freaking balls. You know, all their lives are so shit, they're like, okay, I could do this or I could kill myself. And they choose the former. Lo and behold. Right, now let's head back here. I even let you take here. Shit, man, that looks like they've got some good yummo stuff in there. Yeah, oh, that looks like yummo. Yeah, I really like that Korean stuff. Yeah, like when they asked me what's your favourite Japanese food, and I said bibimbap. I'm like, oh, that's Korean. Yeah, I go to a place called Westo. When I used to have money, and when I was married, I didn't give a shit about money because she had money. And I'd eat at West. Oh yeah, Westo. Yeah, go there. There's a few different types. The Gyuniku Westo, the meat, the one that sells a whole bunch of meat and shit. They sort of got oh, you'll work it out. But yeah, you get this bowl of bibimbap, and you like eat it and cook it. You keep mixing it as you go. If you leave it there, the rice will harden to the stone bowl that they give you. This really hot stone bowl, and you're cooking it and eating it at the same time. And it's rad. That's just, I'd pour on that red sauce stuff. Now I'm starting, but generally I go to places like this and just have a little bit to eat, like a shit ton of that. So next week, yeah, one of my mates, I saw him, I rode by his place, and he was out there walking his dog. We call that the secret weapon. Walking around, and chicks walk up with his dog all the time. Oh, isn't he cute and all that shit. And so we pull out the secret weapon every now and again, go to like big parks and shit, walk around, drink beers. And I said, oh shit, I wouldn't mind doing the Rockamatsu bar hop again. You get your 30 stamps, and each bar you go and you have one drink. We failed two years in a row, but the third year we succeeded, and at the end of it, drunk off my eyeballs, and I said to him, mate, so we've done it, yeah, and we're all like that, and you meet a whole bunch of people and you create crews when you're walking along, right? And I'm like, right, so we've done it, we've done all the 33 bars, I think it was at that time, and what's out? And you get a stamp for each one. You carry this pamphlet around with you, and sometimes you lose your pamphlet. Shit, man, what's the prize? What do we get? What do we get? And he goes, and he looks and stares at me, and he stumbles all over the place, and he goes, there is no prize. That's right. The prize is, there is no prize. He stumbles all over the place. That was freaking fantastic. So we're going to get together, it looks like next week. This is another one of those little joints, right? Yeah, oh, there you go. You get your number beer for $4. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm trying to read some of this nonsense, but that looks like the sort of place you'd want to go to. Definitely. Yeah, that's pretty rad. Hey. Places like that are just radalicious. So I really like the towns. These are sort of they're not so far away. Restart. Yeah, each one of these towns has got like these little drags, whereby you have a whole bunch of these little groovy restaurants and what have you, and everything else in between. Okay, so that's pretty much that. And there's more on the other side. There's a few bars over there too. So yeah, Ijiri. That's what the joint's called. El Cheapo Place. And there's like there's a uni, and I think there's a high school or something over there somewhere too. But yeah, the uni. There's a shit ton of people that do these Alibaito part-time jobs, and gaijin savages go to, often off case they go to they get themselves a part-time job and study and all that shit, and study the Gagi Gugu. The Jizo Summer right there, cute Jizo, one over there. Yes, and have a pretty good experience, and some really like it and never want to go back to their shithole countries. Yeah, it's true.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.